Hey guys, we're going to be starting in just a minute. This is going to be the semifinal round of the Hard Drop Open. It's going to be between Firestorm and Wumbo. Bans were Puyo Puyo Tetris and Worldwide Combos. Firestorm banned Puyo Puyo Tetris, which I think makes a lot of sense because that's a very strong pick for Wumbo. He's very dominant in that game. And then Wumbo banned Worldwide Combos, which is a game where Firestorm's speed advantage would definitely come into play. So I think that makes sense as well. They're going to start on Cultress in a few minutes. Right now, Firestorm's just warming up. So I'd say the big question in this match that we need to watch through all the different games is how effective is Wumbo's forward going to be? Because that's a big weapon that he has in this game. And it varies in strength throughout the different game modes. For example, in Cultures, he's not going to be able to use it at all really because of how there are no 7 bags or no holds. It's not going to be a factor. But depending on the game, I think that's something that we might see, and if it happens, it's going to be a very defining part of the game, centralizing part. Yeah, I'm reading chat. Well, Wumbo isn't in the room. There we go, now I can join. Alright, you guys should be able to see the room now. They're just deciding if they want to do warm-ups or not. Alright, they're doing one warm-up. And then we'll be on our way. Yeah, production value is not going to be great. I don't have any of the hard drive overlays, so we're just using my own overlays. This is just a warm-up match. As you can see, the meta in Cultress relies a lot around the combo, because that's something that you can do consistently regardless of what's happening. Alright, it looks like they're starting. So here we are. This is the first game of round 1 between Firestorm and Wumbo. So Firestorm is Aberration in this game, and Wumbo is Squirtle in this game. That's just the names that they've chosen. And it looks like there's a huge combo going over to Squirtle right now. He's doing his best to cancel it. It looks like he's not quite going to have enough lines to do so. And Aberration is going to take game 1, which is Firestorm. You can see Firestorm's speed there was much faster, and that speed advantage is definitely going to be what he wants to play off of. Oh, my bad. Is that better? Here, I can make it a little higher too. It looks like Firestorm takes game 2. Once again, both players starting with some sort of combo. It's usually a 2-wide because that's something that you can do without a hold piece more consistently. And the way that combos work in this game is a little interesting in that you can actually keep the combo going just by being fast enough instead of by having it be the immediate next line clear. Wumbo was barely able to get through that garbage, but then ultimately didn't have the right pieces to continue the down stack. So right now it's 3-0 Firestorm, I believe. A little bit of a messy setup for the combo here. But once again, because of the way that Cultress looks at combos, it's not going to matter too much because Firestorm is fast enough that pretty much anything is going to count as a combo. And right now Firestorm seems to be taking games without much answer. Wumbo's going to have to figure out something if he wants to take a game here, or maybe it's time to start thinking about round 2 potentially, if this maybe just isn't his game. And here the combo is already starting from Firestorm, maybe a little bit weaker than last round, but still quite strong. There are a lot of lines pending on Wumbo's screen. Let's see if he's able to downstack. He is, barely. But still, Firestorm's in a very safe spot right now, and Wumbo is absolutely on the back foot, and that's going to be it. 15 pending lines at the end there. And this might be a pretty fast conclusion to this first round, potentially. Let's see if Wumbo can pull something together here. $18 pending lines right now. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike. And it looks like just like that, it's going to be the first round. So Firestorm takes a very convincing first round. It looks like they're going to go to Tetris Friends now. So let's head on over to there. I predict that Tetris Friends will be significantly closer than that Cultures game. I think everyone thinks that that's the case. So here we're definitely going to be able to see the power of the center 4-wide come into play, and the question is going to be how Firestorm can respond to that. So we're just waiting for the room. And we're in. As soon as the room loads. And Tetris Friends is being slow, as you guys see. Oh yeah, I have a lot of tabs here. Let's hide this. Alright, looks like they're playing one warm-up. Not going to commentate too much on the warm-up games, because Because obviously Squirtle didn't even do the center forward this time. That's a cool looking T-spin triple setup, Firestorm, although it wasn't actually T-spin triple, it was garbage hole. But yeah, I guess people have different responses to the center forward. It's going to be interesting if interesting to see whether Firestorm elects for a side four wide or to just go for a lot of back-to-backs at the beginning. I would guess that it would be a lot of back-to-backs. Can I zoom in? Yeah, I can try. Alright, I don't have two monitors, so you guys get to see the behind-the-scenes value as I try to zoom in here. How do I do this? Guys, I need stream help. How do I zoom in? I have to crop it first, right? Alright, we're not gonna bother zooming in. I have to hit a certain button to crop it. Then I can... Alright, looks like they're ready to start. And so as expected, Squirtle is going for the center four wide. And it looks like Firestorm's responding with a lot of back-to-backs, trying to make the four wide as small as possible. Luckily for Squirtle, it seems like the garbage got sent to the four wide gap. And so he'll be able to immediately access that garbage. Now, Firestorm doing a really good job canceling a lot that got sent over to the point where he's still alive right now, but I would say Squirtle has a little bit of an advantage right now. Squirtle's Wumbo, by the way. A strong super T-spin double set up by Wumbo. He had to bail out of the second one though. A T-spin double, a super T-spin double, and a Tetris set up by Firestorm there. A really strong attack, but Wumbo was able to cancel most of it. And it looks like Wumbo takes game number one with a very strong midfield Tetris / T-spin combo there. Good timing by him. Wumbo said multiple times in the past that he tries to time every single attack that he sends, which is pretty incredible to have that kind of awareness while playing at his speed. It looks like the counter to the center four wide has changed up as Firestorm goes for the side four wide this time. Wumbo has a little bit of a misdrop in his stack, but he's not going to be able to rebuild because he has a full screen of garbage sent his way. But he manages to cancel pretty much the whole thing. And at this point, we're pretty much at the seesaw garbage point, where both players are looking for the advantage, but no one has a definitive advantage yet. Looks like a slight misdrop on Wumbo's screen, but there's a slight misdrop on Firestorm's screen as well, so he won't be able to capitalize completely. Both players very quick about fixing it up as usual. At this level, misdrops won't last long. Damn, a T-spin triple into a super T-spin double set up by Firestorm. And he's able to get all of it off too. That's going to be a huge spike sent over. It's going to end game 2. And And so it's now tied up 1-1 in this Tetris Friends portion of this match. Once again, if you missed it, Firestorm won game 1, so he's at an advantage going into this one. This is Wumbo's chance to answer back. Once again, it's a side 4-wide versus a center 4-wide. Firestorm wants to make sure he uses his speed advantage when using the side 4-wide is the idea. So if he can set off his 4-wide much quicker, then he'll have a chance to build something up, as you're seeing here, while Wumbo is still busy trying to cancel the 4-wide attack. And he's able to get Wumbo very high to the screen, but Wumbo does have a lot of clean garbage if he's able to get to it. And it looks like he had the right pieces there, but somehow Firestorm managed to set up another side 4-wide there, but unfortunate eye misdrop didn't allow him to get through it. And just like that, Squirtle with the fractal setup on his screen was able to take that game. These guys play too fast. I can't commentate fast enough. I was still talking about the misdrop of the eyepiece. So it looks like Wumbo's up 2-1. And once again, the counter of choice from Firestorm is going to be the side 4-wide. An extremely fast stacking by Firestorm that time, and it looks like Wumbo's combo isn't going to be as strong as usual due to him not getting the right pieces during his side 4-wide stack. It's going to make clearing this very awkward. Somehow able to cancel all of that anyway, though. I don't even know how that happened. I guess Wumbo's just a god. He's trying to find the right pieces to get through this clean garbage fast enough, while Firestorm continues to pound him with lines. Who's faster? Well, Firestorm is faster. Right now, no one has a definitive advantage. Both of them have a little bit of messy garbage. It looks like Wumbo got sent to spike by Firestorm right there, but he's able to get through that pretty quickly. Both players are searching for an advantage right now, if they can find it. Looks like a super T-spin double set up by Wumbo. And suddenly a mid-game side 4-wide the Firestorm sort of found out of nowhere. Let's see if he's able to... Yeah, he's not able to complete the combo because the garbage hole messed up the 3-block residual that you would normally want for a 4-wide combo. And it looks like Firestorm's screen is a little bit messier in terms of the garbage right now. He's also a little bit higher up, but this is something that's definitely recoverable still. And just like that, it seems to get back to more or less even. Firestorm managed to downstack all the way to the bottom of the screen. The hurry-up garbage has started too, and with that spike, Firestorm's able to take the game. Very close game here on Tetris Friends. Yeah, the line difference is going to happen a lot in this version, just because it doesn't count the cancel lines, and so whenever there's a 4-wide versus 4-wide, one of them is always going to end up with a lot more line spent. It looks like there's no side 4-wide coming out of Firestorm this time. He's going to have to use back-to-backs to get through this whole center 4-wide of Squirtle, but Squirtle/Wumbo was not able to send a full 4-wide that time, so it's going to be okay. And now the delayed 4-wide happens, but that is an unfortunate turn of events for Firestorm. That's the problem with a side 4-wide, is that it's easy to get spiked out real quick. Because if the piece spawns and your stack is under it, then it's going to be a very quick KO. So the advantage of doing the 4-wide in the center, like Wumbo is doing, is that something like that can't happen to him, because the piece will always be able to spawn, unless he has DAS charged to some absurd degree. Looks like both of them are going to be able to get a full 4 wide off this time. The question is who's going to be a little bit faster at it. Looks like Firestorm finishes slightly earlier, but not enough to have a huge advantage. It also looks like his was 1 combo longer, and so Wumbo got a little bit of garbage to deal with, but it's clean, so he'll be, if anything, it's a good thing actually. And it looks like Wumbo's very high to the top of the screen right now. You see how he delayed that T-spin in order to make sure it canceled the incoming garbage, otherwise that would have been game over for him. And now Firestorm pressed up near the top of the screen. He's going to try to cancel, but it's not going to be enough. And Wumbo takes that game. Firestorm calling for the Bankai. I like it. So it's 4-2 right now. We'll see if Firestorm's able to make something happen here. He's going for the side 4 wide again. Seems like that's been working out pretty well for him. Oh, that misdrop's gonna hurt though. Oh, but misdrops on Wumbo's field as well. And looks like this is going to be the end of the game. There's no way, I don't think Squirtle can get out of this, right? It's going to take a misdrop on Firestorm then. Yeah, there's no way. Alright, that was a very messy game, but it seemed like it was slightly messier for Wumbo. Firestorm dealt with it a little bit better. Now, I believe it's 3-4. Yeah, it's 3-4. So Firestorm won the warm-up match, so that's why the score is a little bit off. A very slow center 4 wide stacking from Wumbo this time. He's not even gonna start his combo until pretty late. And it might not even be enough to cancel the combo coming in from Firestorm, especially not if he's able to set up a whole second one. That was a pretty dominant game. And just like that, it's all tied up. It's 4-4. Firestorm is definitely looking to close this out on Tented Friends. He doesn't even want a game 3. Once again, it's a center 4 wide versus side 4 wide. Let's see if both players can get their full combo this time so that we can get to the mid game. That's where the exciting stuff happens anyway. Looks like Firestorm's going to start his combo a little bit earlier. It'll be up to Squirtle to catch up speed-wise here, which is hard because he's definitely at a speed disadvantage against Firestorm. Looks like he's able to cancel out pretty much the whole thing. And he's going for a second part of his center 4 wide here. But he doesn't have the correct layout in his center stack, so it's going to be a little bit awkward for him. Looks like he still manages to get a decent combo out of it, but it's mostly used for canceling. It's not going to give him that much of an advantage. He's pressed pretty far towards the top of the screen right now. We'll see if Firestorm's able to spike him out real quick. And just like that, Firestorm takes the lead, 5-4 in his favor. He's just going to look to close it out right here. Unfortunate misdrop from Wumbo. He wanted to go for the second center 4 wide. If Squirtle's going to do something, it's going to be now or never. He doesn't actually go for the 4 wide this time. But Firestorm's not going to let any sort of perfect clear idea happen. His initial garbage is just too fast. That might have been a sort of metagaming attempt by Wumbo to send a perfect clear when Firestorm was going for the side 4 wide, but Firestorm didn't even go for it that time. And I can't tell if that was random or if Firestorm had the triple mind game, but either way, it looks like he's in a good advantage position here. And that's going to be the match, just like that. Pretty quick one. GG's, guys. Very dominant showing from Firestorm this time. Sorry for the questionable quality of the production this time, but yeah, that's gonna be the match. Let's see if we can talk to Firestorm. That would be fun. I'm gonna see if we can get him to talk. He doesn't have to, right? I think it'd be fun. Short pseudo interview. Let's see if we can get him. Yeah, it looks like Firestorm's in the chat. Yo, come talk to me. Come talk. He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. Doesn't have to. I just think it'd be fun. Just before we end the stream. Who won? Firestorm won 2-0. He won the Cultures game 6-0 and the Tetris Friends game 6-4, I believe. Oh, looks like he wants to talk. Here, I'll call you on Discord. Hey, you're muted.
Hi.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really strong showing. So do you want to talk a little bit about, I guess the Cultures match was pretty dominant, right?
Yeah.
Were you expecting that?
So I beat Bleak in the Cultures match and the Cultures tournament, so I was expecting to be able to beat Wumbo since Blink did so well versus Wumbo. I had a really good chance on him versus Cultures just because he never plays it.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that turned out as expected. And then going into the Tetris Friends match, I guess, what's your thoughts on the center forward? Because that's always the big question when people face Wumbo, right?
I think Wumbo is an amazing player aside from his board. I know some people say he's not that great without his board, but I think he's an amazing player even without it. I think TF came down to who was more rusty because we both were amazing players during TTO5. I know I practiced a lot with him during that tournament, and we were going even. So I think it just came down to who was more or less rusty on TF.
I see. So I guess which games have you been playing besides TF these days? I know Wumbo's been streaming a lot of Tetris 99. Have you been playing that as well?
I've been focusing on Cultures.
On Cultures, I see. It showed. All right, great.
Yeah.
Well, congrats again. And yeah, we'll see you in the final. Do you know if the other semifinal is played already? I actually haven't checked.
Yes, I believe QMK beat Lord Moragan on TNet and on Cultures.
All right, so you'll be playing against him in the winners finals. I look forward to that.
I do as well.
All right.
This was fun. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that was Firestorm, guys. And with that, we're going to sign off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tournament. And yeah, this was While We Tetris, as you can see by the logo, because I don't have any of the hard drop overlays. And I'll talk to you guys maybe on my stream next time. See ya.